Howdy everybody, this is Bake with IronThroneCraft.com, and today we're going to show you some of the combat we had from this last Blood Moon, which was the first one after patch 3.1, with all the new gear, the Majestic, and the Outcry, and everything else like that. And we're going to go ahead and call this Blood Moon the Blood Moon of the T2 Explosion. So, previously, been capping using T2, and, or damn near it. Definitely winning on points, and not afraid to get hit. Now, this Blood Moon had some big, mean people that killed a lot of tier 2. So you see here, right off the bat, GG shields that rally. And the reason that GG shielded the rally is because, as you'll see in just a second, also VVIP ports right on top of me. This is right into the Blood Moon action on a side note. This is the hit. Prior to it, a solo. Killed 111 million troops. 530 million power. And let's look at why that happened. Step 1 is because you look at their enemy troop attack debuff is pretty low, but the troop defense and the troop HP are actually pretty high. They're at 469 for HP, 521 for defense, and then around 500 troop attack. But those stats are strange. Those stats tell me that it's like a weird Dark Lord mixture, maybe with some boosts. And look at these kills. Tier 1 and Tier 2 troops. Now Cactus, the person that hit GG first in the solo, sent maxed out new gear. So had an additional 6,000% damage to Tier 1 and Tier 2 troops. Well, I guess 9,000 to Tier 1 and 6,000 to Tier 2. And then a whole shitload of HP debuff as well against those tiers. So that's why GG blew up like that and shielded. But looking at GG's stats from that hit, they weren't very good. So we noticed GG was auto-hunting at the time. And so what I'm thinking happened is had his guard captain moved out and was hunting with it, not expecting to get soloed. Probably thought he'd have time to either shield or whatever with the rally. So I'm thinking that's what happened. As you'll see here in a minute, we're about to rally GG in just a second. And so at first we thought GG shielded because he was afraid of taking another hit. In reality, what happened is GG shielded because he was like, oh shit, I just took a hit with the wrong guard captain. And now he's got his shit all set up correctly. So I take the capital just for the free points. He's going to solo it in. I'm looking at how many troops are coming. But now that he is unshielded, after having just soloed him for 111 million troops, now what we're going to do is we're going to try to rally him. We don't think that he'll take a rally at this point because of the way that solo went. We know he has no Tier 1 and no Tier 2 left, but we also know that, he got friggin' smashed the first time, so I wouldn't be willing to take another hit after that. But I would if my guard captain was set wrong. So you see here, I say he starts hitting chaotics. And so what I say is, hey, whenever he sends a chaotic march out, set a rally and instant launch it as soon as I fill, because we've only got a couple fillers at this point. It's right after Blood Moon started. This is very shortly into the Blood Moon. So we see all of his alliance poured over and start reinforcing him. So at this point we should be getting a little nervous because he is obviously ready to take a hit, wanting to take a hit, and wanting to see how it goes. But because of how that first hit went, we're still going to give him that opportunity. So there goes the chaotic march. You see it go out right there. And so now I go and I say, go, 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 go. We want Cactus to set the rally. Cactus sets the rally immediately, watching as well, sending archers again. So I'm going to put my archer hero in there because now the rally leader gets 10% of my damage provided by my hero. So gets 10% of my archer attack. So that's going to add about to, probably 2,500 archer attack, somewhere in there. Something like that. So Cactus sets the rally. I fill it. I say to send because I don't think we're going to get any more fills, and we're not going to. So 2.9 million troops as opposed to the 1.4 million the first time. But the first time had a whole hell of a lot of Tier 1 and Tier 2. And let's see how this hit went. Second hit, whole lot better. We only killed 8 million. We injured 8 million. Still 51 million troops left. And let's scroll down and look at these boosts now and see what's different. See that? 1430% troop attack, 600% defense and HP. That means switched into good Dark Lord. Troop attack debuff is still low, so this was a Dark Lord hit. And you see how much better that went for him. Still killed all the Tier 2, but now we got into Tier 3, and we did not kill all the Tier 3. So the reason those hits were so different, we went from killing 111 million to killing only 16 million. And the reason for that is because on hit 1, a lot of Tier 1, a lot of Tier 2, and wrong guard captain. So you can see me providing the same analysis here in Alliance chat as I'm saying this right now. Now we're just going to skip ahead a little bit, and we're going to see WTF here. So what I didn't get the recording up in time because this was late at night at this point. But I was playing with him at the Capitol, and I figured that I'd be able to solo him out of the forest. And so what I did is I waited for him to send troops to the Capitol, so they were now stuck in the Capitol. Then I soloed him, knocked him out of the forest, but I set a rally on him first. So you saw me have to cancel that. That way I could use it as a tracker. Cactus teleports over to him after he gets knocked out of the forest, and that's where we are right now. Cactus sets Archer rally on him. I fill it, speed it in. Cactus sends it, and let's see how this hit goes. You see I say go, go. And you see his troops coming back quickly. And you see me start to freak out a little bit, saying launch, because I don't want him to get those troops home and shield in time. But that's also just because I'm a very impatient person. So Cactus is going to launch in here in a second. Here was the problem, is that reciprocity was filling. So now we get that sped in. We're going to launch that rally at him. You see here it goes. Crazy GG just took over the Capitol from me again, so he's back in the game after that last hit. Hit WTF, and you see a whole lot of red numbers. See his troops get home, and he shields. About a half second too late. So, pop. You see that. Let's go look at this report, because I saw a big red number pop up after that rally, and he obviously was not really wanting to take that rally. So, you see me explaining in Alliance chat here exactly what I just explained to all of you guys, which is I waited for him to hit the Capitol, blah, 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 blah. Everybody look how good I am. That's basically what I'm doing in Alliance chat right now, is a little bit self-congratulations there. So we're going to go look at the battle report, see that. Killed 102 million troops, 575 million damage. He has 30 million left over. Let's look at his stats and see why that hit went that way. So you scroll down, we're going to see that he had 969 troop attack, 472 troop defense. So that tells me two things. Number one, he didn't pop those new 400% boosts, which would have been a huge help. And also, number two, he was wearing Dark Lord. He wasn't wearing the new Majestic gear. Majestic gear was doing extremely well. So you see, he had 77 million of those kills were on Tier 2 Siege. So as I said, Tier 2 Siege is getting blasted now. Get rid of it. It's done. It's gone. Don't use it anymore. But you also saw that we killed 24 million Tier 3 Siege. So that's also a thing. Going to skip forward a little bit. Show this guy. Kratos teleported next to me at the Capitol. Took a solo. He shouldn't have done that. Should have kept the shield up. As you can see, his gear, 445% troop attack debuff, low HP, low defense. That tells me that he was not boosted, and he was wearing Guardian gear, which you don't want to do. That's now 2 releases behind, so you definitely don't want to do that. Killed all of his Tier 3, 4, and 5. So that would be what we consider in the Blood Moon a severe points win on that one, and that did juice me up on points quite a bit there. Even though I hit him with the bank account, which is only 14 billion. And as you can see, everybody's sitting around shielded, and they're a lot more scared of Cactus than they are of Bake at this point. But you're also going to see me playing Cactus here in just a second, so use caution for that. Now, moving forward, I wanted to show this, which is these tiles. And what I did for a good portion of the Blood Moon that I was able to play and stuff like that is when there's a gathering event, if you hit a tile and kill the people on the tile, come back, you steal all their stuff that they've been gathering. So you can actually get through gathering events really quickly, and you can get leaderboard in them and everything else like that if you're hitting them. That said, if you're in Blood Moon, this is a KvK. People are going to be hitting your tiles. Please don't bitch at me in Kingdom Chat because I hit your tiles in a KvK. That's a little bit silly. Also, expect your tiles to be hit. You need to be ready to pull them. You need to be ready to clear them. And if you don't clear them in time, don't get mad. So now, moving forward, I'm now on Cactus, playing a 50 billion account instead of a 15 billion account. So I'm going to hit a little bit harder this time around. And what we're doing at the Capitol here is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to boost. I'm going to pop all my boosts, everything like that. And I'm going to set a rally on the Capitol. And we're going to show you a little bit of Capitol fighting. There's not much here, but we're also going to rally somebody right after this. So VVIP has filled the Capitol at this point, and he filled it with a whole lot of Tier 6 troops. Now, because of the point system, and because of the increased gear and research that Cactus has, what I want to do is I want to hit the Capitol at Tier 5. Unfortunately, I don't have any Tier 5 to hit the Capitol with for archers on Cactus, so I'm going to set Tier 6. But you see, I tell everybody in my alliance to fill Tier 5. And the reason that I want them to fill Tier 5 is because of the massive point spread on Tier 6 versus Tier 5, and the massive research and gear spread that I think I've got on VVIP. So he's got this thing full of what we thought was Tier 6 troops. So now I'm going to fill it with tier 5, and even if I get capped and lose, as long as I kill some troops, I'm probably going to win on points. So let's see it. This is a tier 5 launch. I've got some tier 6 troops in there that are mine. Everybody else is running tier 5. You see that? Cactus, your hero, has been captured. So let's go see how it went, though. And killed 2.4 million, lost 2.75 million. And if we scroll down, we're going to see that VVIP did not have it fully loaded with tier 6 troops. He had quite a few tier 4 and tier 5 in there as well. So I didn't actually do the math on this hit because I got frustrated with that. But I assume that we about broke even because I did kill a whole shitload of tier 6. As you can see right there, there's a lot of tier 6 that did die, but there's also a lot of tier 4 and tier 5 that died versus our tier 5 deaths and some of my tier 6 troops as well. So you'll see that moving forward, if somebody has a capital fully loaded with tier 6, hit it with something else. See if you get some kills. If you can get any of those tier 6 kills, you generate a decent amount of points. But now we see this guy down here, which is another NOA member, and I'm going to set a rally on him. He's 7 billion. He's messing around with reciprocity down there, so I'm going to set an archer rally on him, and keep in mind I'm still playing Cactus. I'm not on Bake right now, so it's going to hit a hell of a lot harder than I usually do. And set the rally, start bitching to everybody in Alliance chat to fill it immediately, and you see here come the troops. They're going to speed it in. I'm all the way across the forest, but everybody has enough speeds at this point for rallies that it's not that big of a deal to set it from far away. So I'm up to 3.3 million out of 3.5 million. I didn't want to pop Cactus rally buffs, so I didn't do that. So I'm at 3.3 million troops. You see, he sets a rally on reciprocity right now. So that made me happy because it means that now he's not going to be shielded whenever his screen lights up red from my rally flying towards him. So I launched the rally, speeded in, and we're going to look at how this hit went as well on a smaller 7.2 billion player. And he holds up incredibly well against our hit. We burned him, obviously, but we only burned him for 24 million troops, 173 million power. So that's tough. He did good. Scroll down, you see got 1100 troop attack. He's got troop HP, troop defense. So he is wearing Dark Lord for his captain as well. And you see the problem for him, though, was that I actually managed to get through all of his tier 3, got up into his tier 4. So now you'll see me saying, find him, find him, find him, find him, find him, find him, because I want to go get those points, because now we're in his tier 4. He doesn't have his meat left anymore, so all the hits after this can be pretty juicy. But unfortunately, that's all I've got reported for Blood Moon. We had a whole lot of fighting, a whole lot of fun. There's the hit again. A whole lot of fighting. It was fun. It was a good time. I didn't get to play it that much, but from what I hear from everybody else, a lot of fighting. So, drop your T2, build some T3, get the new gear. It's badass. IronThroneCraft.com. Give me a like, give me a follow.